Hey guys, this is Kellens, 13 Cities Podcast. Before we get to this episode, I just want to let you know that this episode was brought to you by Ladies Man Cologne Spray.
Absolutely. Ladies Man Cologne Spray is the number one hot ticket item for adolescent boys around this age 13 to 15, the most vulnerable age to that smell, to that sweat. I could tell you, I sweat a lot. But when I got this great spray on, they don't smell a thing. Now, I still can't pull the girls because I'm not great or attractive. But they've complimented me on my smell. Buy it now.
And that's what it's all about. Coaches. Why do they hate your kids, man? I'm going to be honest with you. I don't got the answers. I played basketball, high school basketball, for, going on 2 years. And I played basketball for over a decade, to be honest with you. And my whole experience playing basketball is just, coach favoritism for the most part. I've probably dealt with that my whole life, And I don't really agree with it. I think a lot of people go through that phase where you have a coach. Their son is a star player. And quite frankly, I'm going to break it down. Zoom in on my face real quick. Coach, your son's trash. He's the worst player on the team, by far. And what happens is, it ruins a child's love for the game. I've dealt with so many kids that's been on my team before, and I've seen them come and go. 1 year, it's their first year playing basketball. They love the sport. They're optimistic. They sit on the bench the whole game, never get a shot. Next thing you know, they're not even playing. They're not. How does that work? How does that happen? Well, I'm explaining. A couple weeks back, I interviewed some players, some friends of mine actually that's experienced this, and this is what they had to say.
I did notice the favoritism was a big thing, and I feel like that since we were on the freshman team, I feel like that we've worked harder than how the varsity was playing and stuff. And I feel like we didn't really have a fair advantage. That I feel that if we were given the same opportunity as the varsity, that we could have shown how good we actually were. I do feel like that we didn't have a good advantage with the varsity and stuff. So yeah. I would not. The freshman team, I've made a new friend like you, Kellen. I feel like that I really grew as a team with all those guys on the freshman team, and they're my brothers, and I would do anything for them. And I wouldn't ditch them, and I would do everything with them in basketball. They've made me the player who I am today, and yeah.
Now, as for what he said, I'm not gonna lie, it surprised me a little bit. I think the part about, him saying, if he had it any other way, he'd still do it the same way. I'm surprised by that. But it makes a good point. I think it does. Because although he wasn't playing at the highest level he probably should have, he met a lot of cool people, including myself. And, I can agree with that. I think especially, a kid, moving different states, not knowing anyone, the fact that I got an opportunity to play with some guys that, although even the coach may not have cared that much about me, at least the players did. And it creates a great bond, I'm going to be honest with you. But that doesn't negate the fact that these coaches are biased. A lot of the times, I just never understand it. I've had some of the most bizarre situations from basketball coaches you wouldn't even believe. I'll never forget the situation. I had a basketball game, right? Southeast DC. Now, you guys don't know Southeast DC, don't go there. I'm being dead serious. It's a mess, right? So we had a game, a little tournament. And the coach was my ride. She drove me over to the game. We played, we lost. Wasn't that good of a day, but I know she was frustrated, right? I'm expecting, all right, I got my bags. I'm gonna ride with her. We're gonna go back home, and we're just gonna think about this. We're going to be better next tournament. I said, oh, hold up, coach. I forgot my phone. Let me go in the gym and get it, right? I go back looking for my phone. I get it. Put it in my pocket. I walk out. I just want you guys to guess what she did. She drove off, bro. She drove off. Put the key in there. She seen me. And drove off. Like, dead serious. So, look. I don't understand what goes through these coaches' minds. And I always thought a big question, honestly, and I'm going to get serious here. I guess, how would I fare if I coached the team? I feel like I could always do different, but you never know until you're really in that situation. Maybe you see something in a kid, and now you start realizing it. And so I think with this conversation, I don't really want to bash the coaches. I kind of want to understand their motives, what they're trying to do, you know? And I think the only way we can find it out is one day I sit and talk, you know, with a coach. I'm going to leave you guys with this. If you had 100 kids in your program, all of their dreams and aspirations fall on your back, how would you handle that? I want you guys to think about that, you know, leaving this episode. I'm Kellen Bronner, and you're watching 13 Cities Podcast, brought to you by SBN, and I'll see you on the next video.